Good morning, everyone. So I will take you through a different topic compared to what you're used to hear around here, which is quantum communications. I'm just waiting. Do I have this? Oh, how does that work? Do you know? Well, okay. Okay, here I am. My name is Marc Kaplan. I'm the CEO of VeriCloud. We work on quantum communications. Quantum communications is quite a broad area. What you might have heard about is that its main application is cybersecurity, right? So quantum communication is a mature field. There are products that already exist, and what you can see on the picture here is a picture of the future European Quantum Communication Network, EuroQCI, whose aim is to connect all member states, right? So it's a field in development all around the world, and the main reason for its development today, the main application is quantum key distribution. Quantum key distribution is for cybersecurity. And what I want to show you today is that, okay, quantum key distribution belongs to the field of quantum safe cryptography, right? So our goal is to protect against the quantum threat. I won't go too much into details because there will be a roundtable this afternoon. But what I want to show you is that once you start implementing this solution, then it opens the way to a long story with more and more applications as soon as you have more hardware to put in your network, right? So this table here shows you the different stage of constructions of quantum communication networks. It starts with QKD, which is what we are doing today, but it goes all the way to quantum computing. So what are these applications? We start at the first stage. This is what happens today. This is why quantum communication is deployed, is for quantum key distribution. In quantum key distribution, you have two parties, usually called Alice and Bob, and what they can do is establish a shared secret key. And for that, you only need to send single qubits from one device to another, right? So it's just a single qubit at a time. There is no entanglement. There is superposition, of course. But it's something that we know how to do, and we know how to do it rather well enough for deploying QKD. So this application is there, and it brings a lot of advantages. What we get with, what we can guarantee with quantum key distribution and quantum cybersecurity is that whenever you have established your keys using these devices, your data will be secure for 100 of years, for example, right? So we can offer these kind of guarantees. Classical crypto systems can't. So this is the only way you can get this application. However, QKD, as you can see on the picture, is only a point-to-point task, so it's quite hard to build a network with that. But it's happening. It's happening. This was what was on my previous slide, and China, for example, has deployed a network over more than 3,000 kilometers. Not only that, with QKD networks, you can also secure not only the communications, but also storage. It's a known application. You connect your servers with quantum channels, and then all the advantages of quantum cybersecurity, meaning everlasting security, protection against data harvesting, you get them for the storage, for the security of your storage. So it's a really good way. It's probably the best way, in fact, to ensure the security of your data when you store them into a data center. And security means three things: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So you get all of that by putting together classical and quantum encryption. What happens next? Next, in the networks, we will have quantum repeaters. Quantum repeaters is a piece of hardware that allows you to send information from one place from one node to another arbitrarily. So it's not anymore point-to-point. You can exchange quantum information anywhere between any points of the networks. And there you unlock a very important application, which is confidential computing. Confidential computing is a distributed problem in general where the parties want to keep their data hidden, right? So it has numerous applications. I put a few here. And it turns out that quantum networks have a provable advantage or the classical ones for this type of applications. It's not very well known, so I will write a post about that this week actually. So if you're interested, please reach out to me either here or on social media, because we start to communicate a lot on these applications. We believe they are very important for the future of quantum networks. So quantum repeaters don't exist yet, but as soon as they will be available, and there are companies developing them, as soon as they will be available, you will have new applications for your quantum network. What's next? With quantum memory, you unlock yet another field, a whole field that we call unclonable cryptography. Unclonable cryptography is a number of different tasks that take advantage of the fact that you cannot copy quantum information. You can issue tokens with a guarantee that these tokens cannot be copied from between two places. Unclonable encryption, you store your data into a data center. You have a proof that it has not been copied on another server. And certified deletion, you can get a proof that it has been deleted. Very important field. We're just starting to explore the different use cases. And the end of the story is here, and I want to spend a bit of time on that. The last stage of these quantum networks is quantum computing. So whenever quantum computers are available, we have to connect them to quantum networks, because this unlocks yet another very important application. This is secure quantum cloud computing. What do I mean by that? Well, we have a talk by right after me about quantum computing in the cloud, and what happens today, you see this is quite old interface from IBM already. I should update my slide, but quantum computers are in the cloud, right? But when you access them, you send a copy of your program. And when you send a copy of your program, actually, if you read IBM's terms of use, if you don't have a dedicated agreement with them, you also transfer your IP, right? So if you're a bank, you might not want to spend millions of euros in R&D and then transfer the IP to IBM. If you process personal data, you might not be allowed to transfer those data to a third party. And it turns out that there is a very elegant solution whenever you can connect your quantum computers to quantum networks. This is the picture on the right. So you have a very light client, very similar to what we're doing in QKD today, that just sends these states to the server, and the server runs a computation, but the computation is fully encrypted. The server does not learn anything about the application that is running on itself, right? So it's encrypted, and the server doesn't learn anything about algorithms, inputs, outputs, right? So many people believe it's a killer app for quantum networks. Of course, it's also the furthest term, because this requires quantum computers. Okay, just to finish, what do we do at VeriCloud? What is our vision? We are a company working on quantum networks and quantum networks applications in particular. This is very important for us. And we work at these different stages of quantum networks. So we have some hardware today that is available for quantum networks. So for QKD, it's not exactly QKD, but if you want more information, I invite you to visit our booth. And the types of applications that we are looking at is long-term secure storage. You know, this everlasting security for the storage of data becomes very relevant, for example, for healthcare data. For confidential computing, we're looking at use cases, for example, in banking and memory networks. With this unclonable cryptography, gives you a very, very good way to monitor your data if you're a bank or data broker. Sorry. Here we have already very good descriptions on our website. We do a lot of investigation on the literature on these protocols. We will have further announcements in September. And last but not least, quantum computing networks. Of course, it's long term, because quantum computers are not there already. However, we have companies working on quantum computing. We also work on connecting quantum computers to quantum networks. And we recently have had a research paper with the University of Rome on how to delegate your computation securely to a mini quantum computer. Right? So all these applications are in our line of sight. Again, if you want to learn what we're doing today, I invite you to visit our booth. Thank you very much. my contact.